Welcome back to Pre-Game Tea Time. My name is Leon Lang and this is Aaron Oatley. Tonight we have our Pullman Greyhounds versus the visiting Rogers Pirates.
Our Pullman Greyhounds side had a very difficult matchup earlier this week against undefeated Clarkston Bantams.
That was a very tough game. The Clarkston Bantams had a really high press for the majority of that game. Something to look forward to for this game, though, is the great coaching. I think they will be able to break that press.
Despite that extremely difficult press, Grace Cooley led the Pullman Greyhounds scoring with 6 points. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from that game.
Are you all right?
Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the game and go Hounds.
And welcome back to Pullman High School for this GSL matchup between the Pullman Greyhounds and the Rogers Pirates.
Yeah, Matthew, both these teams have a lot coming up for them down the line, but Pullman definitely fighting for more here, trying to get that second league spot, fighting with Shadle and West Valley here. All three of these teams are 2-1 in league right now. Pullman just coming off a tough loss against who seems to be the dominant force in the GSL, the Clarkston Bantams, on Tuesday night. And they're looking to get this game to get ahead and put them up to 3-1.
Yeah, the Greyhounds are sitting at 3-10 overall and 2-1 in the GSL play, while the Pirates are sitting 2-9 overall and 0-3 in GSL play.
Yeah, Hounds, although having a little bit of a rough offseason, still having a great chance in the league play, already out with a winning record, trying to extend that to 3-1. Meanwhile, Rogers trying to get that first win in league play, sitting at the bottom of the standings right now.
Yeah, in the last game against Clarkston, the Greyhounds had moments where they looked really tough on defense, but then other moments where they wouldn't.
Seeing a full court press from Rogers, saw that really effective from Clarkston, although Hounds seem to have a much easier job of breaking it, although a travel is called on number 1 Bree Rasmussen there. Yeah, that was one of the main key factors that limited the Hounds in that last game, was the press break. Rogers seemed to have possibly recognized that, trying to give them a press break of their own, but Hounds were able to break it much easier.
Yeah, as the game went on, the Greyhounds were able to have an easier time with the full court traffic as they were struggling in the beginning of the game.
Yeah, Bantams, another thing is they had a really tenacious defense that really helped them through that game. We'll see if Rogers' defense can stack up to that, but that definitely played a factor in addition to that full court press. Cooley inbounding it. Rasmussen sitting back on her own side of the court, double teamed. Cooley able to drive through, get a clear lane, dumps it to Bednar, who's able to put it away up and tie up this game at 2-2.
That was a good job for the Greyhounds to be able to break the press.
Hounds look to show a little bit of a press of their own, resulted in Hound defender knocking it away. Rogers able to come up with the ball. See if we haven't seen the Hounds press so far this season. See if they adapted it after they experience how effective it was on themselves against versus Clarkston.
Yeah, against Clarkston, that wasn't the first time we saw the trap be successful against the Greyhounds. We're kind of seeing that all season.
Brantley passes it out to the outside. 3 from Culeon is no good, and it'll end up Hounds ball in the corner. Rogers have 4 of their 5 defenders on the Hounds side of the court, one straddling the half-court line. But Hounds still able to break it relatively easily. Rasmussen passes it and gets it back. Cooley takes a 3. Her shot's no good. Cooley looking to get back from deep. But Armstrong is able to finish.
Yeah, she had a hard time last game from deep as she went 0 for 3 balls.
She's a crucial part of this team, and her three-point shooting ability is a major part of that. And she was sorely missed in her performance in that Carson game. Armstrong, tough second effort, able to rebound her own shot. Ball back out on the perimeter with a full shot clock for the Hounds. Ball blocked right out of the hands. Shot from Bednar doesn't get off the ground. Rogers looking for a fast break. Shot is no good. Anderson can't quite finish at the rim. Ball nearly intercepted by Anderson, and a foul is called on Bednar in that fight for the ball there. Anderson did a good job, got a couple of steals and a deflection so far in this game on Bednar. Going to need to find a way to get the ball into the post more creatively. Another fast break here as the Pullman defense is slow to get back, but that shot from Peabody is no good. Hounds will be back with the ball up by 2.
Again, Hounds able to break the press pretty easily.
Pass deflected off a Rogers defender, going for the 3rd fast break in a row. This time, Peabody's able to finish from her right side.
And that ties the game up at 4. Pretty low scoring game so far.
Rasmussen dumps it off to Cooley right at that half-court line. A couple quick passes. Lisa Bednar, shot no good. Second effort. Nice shot there, kind of turning away from it. And able to shoot it off the glass. Good finish after getting her own rebound. As you see, kind of turns around, able to put that shot back up.
Yeah, I haven't seen too much scoring from both teams so far in this first quarter. Both teams look pretty strong defensively.
Yeah, Rogers calling that timeout exactly halfway through this first quarter. Yeah, both of these teams off to a little bit of a slow start offensively. Rogers kind of missing a couple of those opportunities on those fast breaks, a couple missed layups that could have put them ahead so far early in this game.
Yeah, we actually saw the same situation in the last game for Pullman against Clarkson, where they had a very slow first quarter, but they're also able to keep Clarkson down to 10 points in the first quarter.
Yeah, Hounds looking to not follow that same trend, try to start a gap, a little bit of a gap against this Rogers team. As you see the full court press, again, from the Hounds. Hounds kind of using it intermittently, although the Pirates are able to break through.
Ball knocked out, stays with the Pirates.
Yeah, Armstrong on that, knocked the ball away to the baseline. But it will be Rogers' ball. Dribbles in from the outside. Anderson shot's no good. And the ball will stay with Rogers. Bednar tried to make an effort there to hit the ball back against the Rogers defender, but she was already out of bounds. Open 3 here, and she drains it. Culeone wide open on her respective wing, and she was able to put that 3 through. Rogers back to leading since that beginning of the game, up 2-0.
Yeah, that's a shot that the Greyhounds can't let happen. She was wide open, nobody was on her.
Yeah, a little bit of a misassignment there from the Hounds. Hopefully able to bounce back here. Cooley drives in, takes a mid-ranger, no good, just over. But a couple bounces around, and Hounds are able to get another offensive rebound. Shot from Rasmussen is no good. And that will lead to the Pirates getting possession up 1 here. One thing we have seen positive from the Hounds so far is their offensive rebounds. Had quite a few from a couple different players, doing a really good job in the paint. But shooting just not clicking quite yet for the Hounds early on in this game. Peabody looking for a open teammate, and shot from Brantley. It's just over. Brantley looking for another opportunity, puts up another shot, also doesn't go. Gets her own rebound, third shot. Also no good. Culeon with her second three attempt, and that's no good. And the ball's eventually bounced out of bounds. A lot of offensive rebounds there for the Pirates, but just come up short. And the Hounds will have the ball again. Deep pass here, all the way to the last player, Bednar. And an offensive foul is called. Looks to be. Yeah, that'll be Bednar's second foul.
It looks to be a charge.
Yeah, it seems like she pushed off there, kind of took a back step and separated herself from the defender. And it looks like the official called that she pushed off. So it will be Pirates ball again. Neither of these full court presses having a super big effect on this game. As you see, Pirates break that press once again. Brantley trying to make an effort, passes it off to Culeon, but foul is called on Cooley.
Yeah, that's her first, and the Hounds really don't want to see her in foul trouble. She's a key part on the offense and the defensive side.
Yeah, Bednar picked up too early. She's out of the game. Sykes is in for her. Brantley trying to work on the defender. Can't really do anything, but teammates able to rebound.
Jump ball is called. So the ball will stay with the Pirates.
Yeah, this Rogers team already putting up a good fight. Looking for their first week win right now. And definitely playing with some heart right now. Up one, about 6 minutes into this game. With the Hounds definitely being the favorite. Cooley for three, just over. Hasn't quite got back in that rhythm yet. Looks like she's gonna take another one. That one doesn't fall either.
Back to Culeon.
Has an open shot, decides to pass it off again after two missed threes. Rasmussen this time, shot no good.
She's airballed two threes so far in this game.
The Hounds not quite having it from three so far yet. Pirates having that one from Culeon. Ball intercepted by Cooey, looks to have a quick shot and is able to put it off the glass and in. She gets the Hounds back up in this game.
Grace Cooley this year is averaging 16 points and shooting 30% from the field.
Yeah, she's been a major factor for this team, constant producer and the leading scorer overall for this team, especially in league play. She's had a couple of good games. That last game with Clarkson, not really representative of the great season she's had with that 16-point average.
It looks like the Pirates have abandoned their trap as didn't have much success so far in this game.
Yeah, only had one person down on the Hounds side of the court. Bunch of quick passes, eventually ends up in the hands of Sykes. And she'll draw a foul. She'll get an and one, and she'll go to the line.
Yeah, great play offensively there for River Sykes, and she was able to get the and one.
Yeah, nice move posting to the inside. Had a bunch of defenders on her, but still able to get over them and draw that foul and still make the shot.
Yeah, wasn't even fazed by the contacts.
Sykes to shoot. Just short. And they will not hit the rim, so Rogers will get the ball. Peabody in the inbound. Hounds still not giving up on their full court press. Last time resulted in a turnover at the hands of Cooley, and it looks like a foul is called on Cooley. That'll be her second. She's got to be careful now, as we're not even out of the first quarter yet, and she's already up to 2 fouls, putting her in foul trouble.
Yeah, like I said, she's not a player you want to see in foul trouble.
Yeah, Coach Parber has a tough decision as to whether to keep her in this game.
But she will.
Pirates again looking for a fast break. Can't quite get it this time. Have to settle down. Peabody looking to drive and post up. And travel is called. Yeah, she kind of took a couple steps there in that post move. Kind of awkward. Kind of leaning into that defender.
Pirates go back to the press. Hound's able to break it pretty easily. Harris fumbles it. Picked up.
Bjorn's able to jump on it, and looks like it won't be a jump call. Look like a foul is called. Yeah, it's gonna be on Rogers. Interesting is they both fell to the ground, but Rogers comes up with a foul. That one's on Anderson. Sykes having to jump for the ball, comes down and the ball gets knocked away. Really athletic play, but couldn't secure the ball there.
3 won't go.
Brantley yet to sink one from deep so far this game. Cooley gets a 3 of her own from deep, doesn't go. Sykes able to get that second effort, but can't quite put it in. Rebounds her own shot, and time expires. Low scoring first quarter there from both teams, but the Hounds able to pull away by 3 just at the end there.
Yeah, but like this game's really reminded me of the last game for the Greyhounds, first quarter wise.
Yeah, 10-8 in that last game, 10-7. Now Pullman this time on top. Both of these teams kind of just struggling with shooting is kind of the main issue here. Not really any too difficult problems, just both teams have to start getting on a roll here. Rogers had a couple missed opportunities, as you saw with that fast break, and Pullman just haven't quite got it from beyond the arc so far in this game, which would have amounted to a bunch of points for them.
The Greyhound defense looks pretty strong on the good side, able to limit some shots.
Yeah, Rogers not really coming up with a certain plan of attack here. It seems like Hounds really able to limit them from getting in the paint really at all. A couple offensive rebounds, but outside of that, they've been pretty good keeping them locked down as far as once this Pirates offense has to get settled and can't rely on that fast break, which did result in 4 points. Harris drops it into Bjorn, who pops it back out. A lot of quick movement from the Hounds. Really good job getting the ball around, but eventually Peabody strips it away from Bjorn. And it will result in the jump ball, and it will go to the Pirates. Hounds still sticking to that full court press coming into the second quarter. That pass to that right side seems to be very effective on this Hounds press, as they've been able to rely on that as far as getting out of the press. Leon's shot
Shot comes off the top. Greyhounds retain the ball.
Ball quickly sent up the court by the Hounds. Both of these teams, as of all, turned over. Ortiz with the steal, and a foul is called on Whitworth. She recently just checked into the game. Looks like she checked in for Cooley, who has 2 fouls. Hounds definitely want to limit how much they're, or don't want to have to limit how much they're able to use her, but are having to right now, putting her on the bench to start the second quarter. Awkward drive from Peabody, kind of gets trapped there by a bunch of defenders trying to fight her way through it, but can't quite get it done. On the other side, Harris getting fouled on that fast break for the Hounds. Yeah, hit on the elbow right there. There's Anderson.
First shot is good.
Yeah, both these teams, it's going to be really come down to who's the first team to find a groove shooting-wise. A lot of these shots we've seen have kind of been awkward. A couple open shots from beyond the arc, but as far as those close-up shots, you've seen Peabody take a couple awkward shots on the Rogers side of the ball.
As both the free throws fall.
Neither team really having time to settle on those higher percentage shots, which has really limited the scoring. Hounds now up 12-7. Fast break from the Pirates. Pass blocked by Bjorn. Bjorn doing a really good job of getting in the way of that pass. Completely stops it before it even has a chance to make its way to Anderson on the other side of the court. Will go off of Bjorn, and the Pirates will take it, and they will take it for the second time. It's deflected again.
The Hounds did a good job. They're being able to limit the fast break.
There's a pass to Keeleon. Her shot's no good. And the inbounds will finally be for the Greyhound side of the ball. Rasmussen taking the inbound, gets trapped. Pirates back to that press, but not too hard to be broken. Sykes looking for the pass, gets it. Able to set her feet and put up a nice shot, lays it in really well. Good shot from Sykes there.
Yeah, great drive, and able to find the open man. Extends the Hounds lead to 7.
Pirates, quick pass results in a handoff, but doesn't really lead anywhere, as Whitworth and Bjorn were both there to stop Ortiz. And the Pirates will end up with another inbound. Shot for 3 from Ortiz is no good. And foul is eventually called. That one's on Bjorn. Bjorn and Sykes, couple post players that get a little bit of limited time due to Bednar being in that starting rotation, but with Bednar out right now with 2 fouls, both of them making a pretty decent impact right now. Bjorn on the defensive side more so, and Sykes already up to 4 points. Hounds able to make it down the field, down the court. A couple quick passes, but yet again stolen. Hounds having a little bit of turnover trouble. Now the Pirates had the ball. Looked like it was an attempted shot there, but kind of deflected and looked more of a line drive arc out of bounds. Officials discussing over whose possession it is. And it is going to stay with the Pirates on their side.
Kind of a weird change just to happen there.
Yeah, originally signaled to be Hound's ball, but instead went to the Pirates. Other official came and spoke to the guy, the one on the sideline.
Travel is called. Ball goes back to the Hounds.
Yeah, Peabody just took a couple quick steps trying to readjust her direction and didn't put the ball on the ground. It's Hound's ball. Sykes falls down to her position to post after getting it out from the wing. Quick passes all the way to the other side. Bjorn in the corner pops it out to Whitworth. Her shot's no good. And a travel is called right away. Peabody really struggling right now with travels. That's her 3rd of the game so far. And right away, Pirates get their possession taken away from them, and the Hounds have another opportunity to extend this lead, now sitting at 6. Able to extend it from 3 from the first quarter. Shot by Sykes is deflected. Ball bounces around among a bunch of players, and it ends up Pirates ball. Pirates getting a lot of the inbounds possessions so far early on in this game.
Open 3.
Anderson,
Won't fall.
Brantley shot's no good. And Keeleon gets fouled. Looked like Rasmussen was tugging on their jersey, trying to stop her on the fast break, possibly a little bit of a make-up call there from the officials.
Keeleon,
That's her first foul.
As Rogers head coach Lindsay Hernandez kind of complained there. Talking to the official now about that tugging on the jersey.
Yeah, the Pirates have really limited the Greyhounds going to the line. They've only fouled once this quarter compared to the 4 fouls the Greyhounds have committed.
Yeah, Hounds are really in trouble with those fouls. 5 minutes left in the quarter. Could lead to a lot of bonus time.
As right now the Hounds are trapped in this four-court trap, and timeout is called.
Officials having a little bit of discussion. And timeout's taken. It looks like it might have been related to some substitution, possibly.
It's kind of confused because the Hounds were getting pretty close to the 10th thing of violation. They would have got it there and called a timeout.
Yeah, it looked like the play was stopped, so the play's going to reset. That inbounds play shouldn't have happened. Something with substitution on the Pullman side of the ball, it seems to be coming from the officials.
But besides that, the Greyhounds really need to get back in their offensive groove, as they haven't scored in a couple minutes.
Yeah, Sykes with those last 4 points. Outside of that, not really having much this quarter. Only 4 points in the 3 minutes so far, kind of continuing that slog of a game that's been the trend so far. Neither team breaking out of that yet.
Same 5 sets out for the Hounds.
Looks like we will redo that inbounds play from before that timeout. Looks like the officials forced Coach Barber to take that timeout because of that substitution issue is what seems to be the case. And so Hounds will be left with 1 less timeout, and we'll redo this inbounds play. Hounds still looking with Bjorn on the post, or on the corner, and Sykes in the post, and a travel is called. Rasmussen stepping into her pass there, and traveling has been a big issue so far in this game for both teams, losing multiple possessions.
I've seen a lot of travel calls so far in this game, as that ball is tipped out, but it stays in bounds in Rogers' possession.
Ortiz working her way up the court. Rogers haven't really had much success in that offense. The shot there from Quillon is no good. Ortiz has an open shot. Her shot's just over. And a couple Rogers defenders getting too aggressive there while Lindsey Bjorn had possession of that ball. A lot of substitutions coming in for the Hounds. Four will be subbed out. Everyone except for
Harris.
Everyone except for Harris coming into the game. Bednar trying to get a fast break again. Hasn't had much success there as the last man and outpacing her defenders so far.
So that ball goes to the Pirates. They inbound it.
Ortiz again taking up the court. This time Armstrong defending her. Another 3 from Quillon. She is able to make it. That's her second of the night. She's been attempting a lot from 3, and she gets her second one. Those threes amount for half of the points for Rogers so far. She's been pretty crucial, even though the offense has been generally limited, especially in the paint right now, kind of just not being able to cut through.
And the Hounds get called for a 10th finger violation, so the ball will go back to the Pirates, able to tie this game at 2. As the Hounds haven't scored since the halfway point of this quarter.
Yeah, that three from Leon brings Rogers within 2. Oh, it looks like it wasn't counted as a 3. Only 2 points for Rogers. That puts them within 2. Got them from 10 to 12.
Ball was turned over. Jump ball was called.
Jump ball, possession, Pirates.
Cromie grabbing it for the Hounds. Getting some play time. Quick shot there from Anderson. Gets kind of knocked out of the way by Bednar. And that's going to be her 3rd foul. Big, very important. She's going to be in foul trouble. Looks like she's going to get checked in right away for by Bjorn. Bednar, a big miss for the Hounds if she's in foul trouble. Definitely a key aspect to this offense. Hasn't had much production so far tonight, but definitely super important for this Hounds team. And so we may see if Bjorn and Sykes can fill the void, as they have so far early on in this game.
Yeah, she checks out.
Anderson's shot is good. That puts her 2 for 2. And that ties up this game 14 to 14. Hounds breaking the press, trying to get their offense back on a roll here. About a 3-minute drought.
As the ball slips out of Harris's hands and goes to the Pirates.
Yeah, Pirates scoring a bunch of unanswered points so far in the middle of the 2nd quarter here. Leon shoots from 3 again, this time no good.
Rebound Bjorn.
Looks like the Pirates may have to rely on her as a source of points in this game. She's getting a lot of open looks. Hounds need to limit her, as we've seen her make a couple shots early on in this game, and she's been a big component so far. Hounds able to limit her could really hurt the Rogers offense and make them a lot more one-dimensional. Hounds able to break the press. Harris open, but the Pirates are able to catch up just in time. She goes for a layup on her right instead of the left, and that gives the Pirates defense time to swat that ball away. Pirates able to break that press right away. Leon driving all the way down the court. Brantley kind of hands it off. A couple quick handoffs, able to set up Leon for the shot, but no good. Cooley
sparks it.
has time for a 3, but shot doesn't fall. Anderson passes it off to Leon, almost looks to take another 3, but instead passes it right back to Anderson in the paint and is instantly rejected. Hounds doing a really good job in that area so far, and they're able to get the ball back. Ball is swatted away. Brantley able to block Armstrong's pass and dumps it off to Anderson. She's able to make the layup.
And that gives the Pirates the lead, their first lead of the game.
Yeah, Rogers regained that lead for the 2nd time so far. First time in this quarter they've had the lead. Hounds were up by as much as 6 in this quarter and now trailing by 2. Cooley puts up a layup, no good. And Rogers looking to have a little bit of momentum, pushing the pace here. And Hounds look a little bit uncomfortable right now. Another foul is called. Puts Rogers in bonus, it seems. So Leon will get to the line, despite it not being a shooting foul. First shot doesn't fall for Leon. And second one doesn't go either. So Hounds still only trailing by 2. Trying to get a little bit of momentum going into this half. Cooley able to start that off. She gets a layup.
Yeah, she breaks the scoring drought. Ties the game up by 16.
That's her 2nd bucket of the game. And that's going to be a travel as Ortiz starts her pivot too late. It doesn't have the dribble and takes 2 steps. So the Hounds will have the ball just over a minute. Possibly a couple more chances to maybe regain the lead here that they had at the end of that first quarter. Cooley going for another layup. Instead, this time draws a foul, and she will be shooting. Looks like she kind of got hit on the nose.
Second personal, 13 foul. Cooley in line shooting 2.
She has a chance to get the Hounds back in the lead here. First shot's good.
Hounds now lead the game 17-16.
Cooley helping the Hounds out right now, getting 3 points in a row, 4 now, and getting the Hounds back in front. Hounds led by 3 at the end of the first quarter, now lead by 2. Shot from Peabody, just not enough power. Deep 3 there.
She steps out of bounds. Ball goes back to the Pirates.
Yeah, Brantley able to kind of draw her into a corner, and officials call her out of bounds. Both these teams will most likely have one more opportunity here at least. Pirates getting off that quick shot that we've seen, haven't had much of a developed offense, but these quick shots and rebounds have have done them really well so far, and they tied this game right back up at 18. Harris passes it over the top. Second time we've seen that from Sykes, and second time she's been able to finish that shot from the right side. She gets her 6th point of the game.
Clock is under 30.
They appeared to travel there, but no call from the officials. Pirates now have it with 16 seconds left. Shot goes up from Quilion, it's over. Desperate second attempt from Anderson, also doesn't go. Now the Hounds have a chance to extend this lead by even more. Up by 2 right now, 5 seconds. Cooley takes the 3, no good, and Rogers will have it. And no shots called.
Yeah, Hounds had a offensive struggle there for a little bit, but able to get back into it at the end of the quarter. They're up 20-18.
Yeah, Hounds hold on to that lead. Scored 10 points in both quarters. Oh, it looks like foul is called here. We're not going to halftime yet.
Must have been an offensive foul because we are in bonus.
Yeah, anything on the Hounds looked like it must have been in that scuffle. 0.6 seconds on the clock right now. In that fight for the ball, looks like a foul was eventually called on the Hounds, and Pirates will have a chance to tie this game back up at 20.
Official is still trying to figure out what happens.
As Coach Barber has a discussion with the official, seems like she's made a good point as he goes to confer with another guy. And they're having a talk right now. Seems like might be some possible change. Don't know what it is she brought up, but we'll find out the result right now. So it looked like it was over if there was a secured rebound or not, and if the foul could be called if there's a secured rebound, and they say it can be, or it was a rebound. So Pirates will shoot. First one no good though from Quilion. And regardless of the result of this shot, this will pretty much bring us to the half. And there it is. Quilion not able to sink either of those free throws, and that will set the final score, or the halftime score, at what we thought it was, 20-18 here at PHS. Hounds hold on to that 2-point lead.
This is Pullman High School presenting you with girls basketball, hosting the Rogers Pirates. My name is Leon Lang, and tonight we've had an interesting game. A little recap from the half. Something I noticed early on was the high court press with both teams displayed. I know that's something we talked about in the pregame during tea time. This half, I think the Hounds have done a great job dealing with that press, evident in the 20-18 scoreline. A few key players for the Hounds are Grace Cooley, Riley-Ann Bednar, and Lindsay Bjorn. Cooley became the lead scorer early on in the season, where she averaged 16 points per game during league play. Bednar has a total of 26 rebounds this season, and today especially, Bjorn has had a great impact on the Hounds' defensive side. Other sports at PHS. Wrestling narrowly lost its recent meet against East Valley. Some winners from the Hounds were seniors Ivan Acosta, Ev McDougall, Aiden Peltier, and Adrian Corrales, junior Colin Billings, and sophomore Max Mayer. Tomorrow, the 20th, boys swim is going up to the Cheney to participate in the district championship. Following that, in the first week of February, the district meets will take place here at home, where defending state champions Jake McCoy, who's committed to Tennessee, and William Miller, committed to USC, will definitely shine. Girls bowling is having its second inaugural season of league play this year. Their next meet is on the 22nd, and districts begin on the 26th. Here's a video of a day in the life of a PHS athlete.
For morning practice, we wake up at 4:45, eat breakfast, yada, 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 go to practice for 5:30 a.m. and we train until 7, and then I get to go home. That's the best part. Eat more breakfast number 2. We eat breakfast number 2. I go to class up at WSU until around noon, and then go to school at the high school for an hour, and then I go to practice at 3 p.m. until 5:30, and then I go home, do homework, all that festive stuff, and then we wake up and we do it all over again.
So I wake up, get ready, pack all my bags, pack a bag for school, pack a bag for dance, pack a bag for cheer. So I go to all my classes. Cheer starts at 3:15 and it goes to 5:15. And we warm up, we stretch. Depending on what Willie wants to do, we do stunting first, or we work on dancing first, but usually every day we work on stunting and dancing. If I have to leave early to go to dance, I just leave cheer a little early. And then when I get home, I do my homework, and then I go to sleep.
I get to the school at like 7:20-ish, and I do 0 period orchestra. And then since I have running start, I'll leave the school, I'll go to WSU, do my classes there, come back, do my classes here. Generally have practice from 3 to 5, and then games on Tuesday, Thursdays. And we get here at like 4:30-ish, and then we'll stay till like 8:30-ish.
I wake up. I don't wake up to my first alarm. I have to snooze it, and then I wake up. Then I go to work till like 11:30, it depends on the day. So I only have 5th and 6th period at the high school, and then I have a couple online classes that I take per quarter. So right now I'm taking botany and then English at the college, and then my other 2 classes here are career choices and calc, and then I just work on my online classes after school. Then I go to soccer, occasionally team dinner, and then I go home and do my homework.
So I wake up around 7:20, and then I make sure I have everything prepared for the classes ahead of me, and then I head to school around 8:05. I got practice for about 2 hours from 3:05 to 5:30. I watch film. We watch film for the first hour. We prepare, put our pads on, and prepare for the tune we have ahead. And then practice ends, I put my stuff in my locker, then I walk home, get some dinner, and then work on the schoolwork I need to work on for the day.
I wake up at 7 a.m., I go eat breakfast, and then I brush my teeth, do my normal stuff, then go to school. After school, I go to WSU to do some other classes, and then I go to cross country. During cross country practice, we start with a 10-minute warm up, and then we do light stretches, and then we do our either long run or we do a hard run that day. We have dual meets on Wednesdays, and then big meets, invites on Saturdays. After that, I do some soccer, and then I go home pretty tired, so I take a shower, eat. Oh, the best part about being a student athlete is eating, for sure.
I think student athletes really need to have good time management skills.
Confidence.
Discipline.
Commitment.
Time management.
Grit.
Being committed to your sport, but also be committed to school.
To be able to juggle things like homework and practice and games.
You gotta have a lot of grit, a lot of tenacity to make yourself get up in the morning, train and work hard to get outcomes that you want.
Balancing soccer and work, or whatever sport you do in work, is a really big portion of that.
And now back down to the... Thank you for watching our halftime show. Now back down to the game.
And welcome back to Pullman High School. What's the second half between this game between the Pullman Greyhounds and the Rogers Pirates?
Yeah, a bit of a slugfest so far in this game. Under 40 points scored by both teams right now. Both of them looking to find that offensive spark here.
Both teams looking pretty strong defensively, but none of them have been able to find an offensive spark.
Hounds doing a really good job of swinging the rock so far in this game. Has led to some points in the post, but not a ton of production from deep, even though they've had some open looks.
As the ball stays with the Hounds.
Harris lobs it to Sykes. Pass kind of goes in between two the targeted Hounds, it looks like. Although Harris able to put up her own shot. and that rolls off the glass and in. Hounds extend their lead to 4, and Whitworth is able to steal it right away, but her shot is blocked.
Another fast break stopped by the Hounds.
Pass tipped. Sykes looks to help up the player she was defending. Pirates now back with the ball after that fast break. Didn't result in anything for the Hounds here. Brantley, shot's no good. Sykes gets it out, escapes two Pirates defenders and able to get it to Rasmussen.
So far in this game, the Hounds really been able to do a good job stopping the fast break.
Yeah, we kind of saw at the end of that half a little bit of trouble. Pirates kind of able to outpace the Hounds, but the Hounds are definitely coming out firing here. A lot of fast-paced play from the Hounds, something we normally don't see. Normally see the Hounds kind of slowing it down, taking it more deliberately than other teams. But a very different approach here in the second half already so far, just through this first minute and a half.
As that pass is stolen. Stolen by Peabody.
Peabody able to take it all the way over, can't quite get a shot. Anderson this time with a shot. Her shot doesn't go. She has a wide open look, but can't quite put it in. Sykes again gets trapped, but again finds Rasmussen. Second time in a row. Rasmussen having some trouble with her own. Peabody trying to get in there and steal that ball. Hounds down to just 15 seconds by the time they are able to get the ball down the court. And possession doesn't result in any points.
Shot by Ortiz is good.
Ortiz, yeah, able to take it all the way down the court, able to get that rebound and just keep going. Gets by a couple Hounds defenders, just good hustle play. Speaking of hustle play, fast break here, dumps it off to Sykes. She gets her third fast break, way up of the game. That puts her up to 8. She's the leading scorer for tonight for the Hounds.
She's been pretty strong in the post.
Yeah, having a really good game right now, playing really smart, and a majority of her points have just been from being in the right place at the right time during those fast breaks, and it's paid off. She has 8 right now. No one seems to be on the player with the ball, but Killian's shot is no good again.
Sykes with the impressive rebound.
Deep lob pass from Harris to Rasmussen. She's able to draw a foul, and it's called on the shot, so she will get to here in a moment. Hounds up by 4 now.
First shot won't fall.
Rasmussen trying to cash in her first points of the game here.
Second shot doesn't go either.
Ball is loose, goes just over the hands of Tomeo, and is back in the hands of the Hounds.
Harris inbounds the ball. Sykes fouled on the layup.
Another Hounds player to the line in this quick little time period here. Sykes now, we're going to get up to double digits here. First player on either team to do so. She can make both of these here. First one doesn't go.
Rogers have 4 fouls so far in this quarter. One more puts them at bonus.
Yeah, not seeing much of a straying from the trend here of this low-scoring game. Hounds with 4 points so far in the first 3 minutes of the second half, and Rogers with just 2. Starting to look like this is just going to be the trend of the overall game here so far.
That ball is tipped out of bounds, stays with the Pirates.
Hounds doing a really good job of kind of limiting this Pirates team on the inbounds. Oh, looks like Hounds actually come up with that ball. Ball is placed back on the baseline, and the Hounds are able to start again on their offense. Pass dropped into Sykes. She's able to get it out A lot of quick passes from the Hounds here. Armstrong able to swing it under. Really nice pass around her defender, Q Leone, around her left hip, and gets it to Sykes, and she is now up to 10 points. Really good assist there from Armstrong in the post. Ball bounces right to Tomeo, but she can't get the rebound. Foul eventually drawn. Peabody will go to the line. And that's going to fall on Harris. That'll be her first of the night. Peabody's first shot's just short, bounced off the front of the rim. As we get closer to halfway through this third quarter, Rogers able to get that second free throw.
And Sight comes out of the game.
Interesting, as she's been such a big impact, but Lindsey Bjorn comes in for her, and the ball is stolen from her right away. Shot from Peabody's no good. And
Jump
a fight
ball
for
is
ball
called.
results in jump. And Rogers got it at the half, so the Hounds will take it.
We've been seeing a lot of jump balls called in this game so far.
Extra Pirates player on the court. Finally, Tomeo gets out just in time for this play to start. Nobody down on the back end of the court here. Whitworth has a chance to put in a layup. Bounces just over.
No foul is called.
Yeah, Brantley comes to her knee there and no travels called. Had the ball clearly before that knee came down, but no travels called there. Interesting call by the officials.
But the Hounds get the ball immediately after a Harris steal.
Yeah, it doesn't really seem to matter. Rasmussen has an open look. Defender closes in on her, and she can't finish from deep. Keeleon puts it in from the right corner. Her shot doesn't go.
Strong defense shown by the Hounds.
Harris driving quickly all the way down to the Hound side of the court. A lot of fast breaks from the Hounds so far in this half. They've outscored the Pirates 6-3 so far. Armstrong tries to get in the post, can't quite put up a shot. Bjorn now has it. And shot clock comes down pretty low. Armstrong gonna have to put up a shot just to the left. Shot clock resets twice, and 3 shots in the post all don't fall for the Hounds. A lot of good offensive rebounds there, but nothing to cash in for it.
Yeah, those shots need to fall for the Hounds.
Yeah, if the Hounds want to extend that lead, now's the time to do it. They're playing really fast and outpacing this Pirates team so far in the second half here, as Peabody kind of gets trapped on the baseline and a timeout is called.
The rebound was stripped out of Bjorn's hands from Peabody, and Peabody got trapped, so they called a timeout.
Yeah, Coach Hernandez didn't want a jump ball called there. Knew she had possession, decided to take the timeout. Really smart call from the coach of the Pirates here. Yeah, a lot of the same from this game. Not much scoring. However, the pace has definitely picked up. Hounds definitely doing a really good job of picking up that pace and keeping the Rogers team on their toes, extending that lead from 2 to 5, and getting a more controlled situation here going into these final minutes of this game.
Yeah, the Greyhounds defense is looking extremely strong as they've limited the Pirates to only 21 points.
Yeah, Hounds been a pretty defensive team throughout this season, not being super explosive on that offensive side of the ball, outside of a couple standout performances from individual players. But that defense has really been what's won them these league games so far in this season, sitting at 2-1 in that league, of course. A couple new faces checking in for into the game for the Pirates. One of them, Haley Ying, haven't seen her in the game so far. Pass goes to her. She dumps it off to Keeleon, and her shot's not good.
Fast break stops.
Bednar able to put in a layup. Nice post move. Kind of post down towards the baseline side of the ball. And able to just get a pretty basic, nice layup there for the Hounds. She's checked in after a long absence due to foul trouble. See if she can limit those fouls as she's sitting at 3 right now, alongside Whitworth and Cooley. Hounds in a little bit of a foul trouble coming down the stretch in this game so far. But they now sit with a 7-point lead, 28-21 over the Pirates.
The 3 of the Hounds on the floor, all 3 fouls.
Looking to see how conservative they are with about 12 minutes left in the game with these players with high fouls. One of them, Whitworth, in a foot race down to the left side of the rim, able to put up a post move and put in her shot. That gets the Hounds total to 30 points. Really good job there of slowing it down after she realized she wasn't going to beat the defender. Pick up a nice post move off the glass. On the Pirates side of the ball, Huey Owens' layup just rolls out. And a technical foul is called on Bednar.
Yeah, she threw a little elbow at the end of that.
Yeah, excessive. And she's teed up. Already has 3 fouls. She'll most likely be, see what the officials have to say, go to the board. But it looks to be on Bednar. Yeah, it is going to be. And she's going to get her technical. She looks upset. With that call, she's going to go up to 4, and then Huey Leon will have her free throws alone. As Sykes goes back in clearly to check in for Bednar. She's been in foul trouble this entire game, and that technical does not help her. That gets her up to 4 fouls. Interesting to see if she gets any more playing time for the rest of this game, especially since Sykes has put together such a compelling performance leading this team. She checks in.
And Matt C really gives the Pirates able to get back in this game, as they were down 9, now they're only down by 7 and still the ball.
Yeah, so as we said, the Hounds foul trouble coming back to plague them there. That'll be the first player who's truly limited right now. Bednar with 4. But Sykes proven more than capable to fill in that gap. Brantley has an open look, blocked by Peabody, but shot is no good. Cooley has a little bit of a collision with Brantley, but able to keep going. Layup no good. Sykes able to get a rebound. Her shot's just over, able to get her own shot. Hounds will have a 3rd attempt, this time from Harris, and she will be the one to finish it.
Yeah, that's the type of offense we need to see from the Hounds, being able to put shots up in the paint and be able to get the offensive rebounds.
Yeah, this is what we've really been wanting to see, is one of these teams open up the offensive side of the ball, and the Hounds are looking to be the team to do it just at the end of this 3rd quarter here. Really getting a roll as they've had 12 points in this quarter, but most of those coming in the second half, really speeding up.
And Bjorn is fouled on the rebounds.
Yeah, 8 of those 12 points coming in the last 3 minutes.
And that foul's called on Brantley, and that's her 3rd foul of the game. So a lot of players are in foul trouble in this game.
Yeah, foul's been a story of this game. This is the 2nd time we've seen a team in bonus. This time it's the Hounds. Rogers was in bonus in that 2nd quarter. A shot from Bjorn is no good. She's looking to put this Hounds team up by 10, set up a commanding lead in that last quarter. Going to be really hard to come back, especially for this Rogers team, which has had so little offensive production so far, only at 23 points, less than 8 points a quarter right now. Ortiz shot deep 2 is no good. She gets her own rebound and passes it out to Q Leon, who hasn't had a 3 in a while. Had 2 threes earlier in the game. Almost able to steal the ball from Whitworth, but she's able to recover it. Bjorn passes it out to Cooley. Cooley's still looking to get that 3 that she hasn't had in 3 halves. Whitworth with a deep mid-ranger, no good, just over. And the ball knocked into bounds by Brantley. and the Hounds will keep it and most likely run out pretty much all of the rest of this quarter here. 13 seconds left. Pass into Sykes, shot is blocked. Rogers looks like they might have a chance here. 5 seconds left on the clock. Keeleon dribbles herself in the corner, gets the pass back, but the shot's going to be way short. And that's where we'll leave it in this third quarter. Hounds extend their lead by a whole lot. And what did you like from that performance in that third quarter, Matthew?
Yeah, I was a big fan of the Hounds being able to find their offensive spark, be able to put up some points in the paint, and be able to find the open man.
Yeah, a lot of those fast breaks and those offensive rebounds finally paid dividends there. Hounds were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in that first and second quarter, but weren't really able to capitalize on it, having a lot of second attempts that weren't falling. This time, different story, fast breaks and offensive rebounds paying dividends here. Hounds score 13 in this quarter.
And the Hounds are also been able to stop the fast break on the Rogers side this entire game.
Yeah, meanwhile, on that Pirates side of the ball, only scoring 5 points in a quarter, really slowing down, kind of going the opposite direction from Poland. Looked like kind of sluggish compared to the Hounds, as they definitely picked it up coming out into the second half here. Came out with a head of steam, knowing they wanted to win this game. And they've definitely set themselves up well for this final 8 minutes here.
So play resuming for the fourth quarter. Pirate ball.
Rogers did score 11 in that second quarter. Looking to put together an offensive performance more similar to that in this last quarter play here. See if they can get something going here. Keeleon gets another three, and her shot's over again. Hounds look to have the ball, but Keeleon gets a tough rebound. Fought for it with Cooley, but it doesn't result in anything as the Hounds get it back off the second effort shot. Cooley down on the other side of the court already has the ball. Hounds settle in to their offense. Whitworth has an open three, just rims out. Sykes makes a good effort to pass it back in, but it ends up in the hands of a Pirates player. Brantley dribbling back and forth from the middle to the wing. Eventually dumps it off to Keeleon. Shot clock nears 10. Rogers not really able to make any penetration or put anything together here.
Yeah, the Pirates weren't able to find an open man there as they just passed the ball, so they couldn't find anyone.
Yeah, that is not what you want to see if you're Rogers. A long possession not resulting in any points is really painful for this team. Almost using up all 30 seconds of that shot clock and coming away empty-handed. Not even getting up a shot there is not going to be the type of trend you want to see if this Pirates team is looking to make a comeback. Ball passed back and forth between Harris and Sykes. Harris takes it up in between two defenders, able to make a move. Eventually gives it off to Cooley, who puts up a nice one-handed floater.
Yeah, she's 8 points now.
Yeah, no backboard right from the right side baseline. Cooley's starting to have her own effect. Yeah, as you said, getting up to that 8-point mark. Nothing from three yet, but still making an impact, getting some tough points in the paint especially, and doing a really good job. Ortiz driving around.
So an awkward shot won't fall. Fast break opportunity for the Hounds. Cooley has the ball.
Deep pass. Bjorn kickstarts it, but it ends up in a missed layup there from Cooley. Can't quite finish it there. Quick pass off from Whitworth to Cooley. Nothing doing there. And that is the third three from Keeleon. I've seen her take a lot of threes, and she finally gets another one. Puts her up to 12. 9 of those points coming from threes, as a travel is called. And now the Pirates looking to have some semblance of momentum here.
Timeout is called. Now we go to an interview with
Isaiah Bischoff on the sideline. Never mind. Seems like some technical difficulties going on the interview side.
Well, besides that, timeout's over.
Anyway, yeah.
Rogers gets the ball.
Coach Barber noticed Rogers got a little bit of momentum there with that 3 in that travel, decided to take that timeout and limit any chance of the Pirates being able to bring this game back within striking range here, down by 9 currently. Peabody trying to post up, eventually decides to pop it out. Q-Leon decides to take another 3, this time no good. Rogers again sitting around the outside. Peabody tried to drive in at one point, but shot didn't go. Has it again in the post, dribbles around, shot doesn't really go anywhere. Didn't really have an angle. Harris played a really good defense, and another travel is called.
Yeah, Bjorn was caught in that travel.
Yeah, a couple mistakes here in this fourth quarter. Not really able to extend this lead, giving away the ball a couple times. Hounds need to be careful. As 5.5 minutes is definitely enough time to put together a few good possessions for the Pirates here. Q-Leon puts up a shot. No good. Rebound from Q-Leon, and she's eventually able to draw that foul. Good hustle play, able to rebound that shot and drive in. Able to draw that foul, she's rewarded. And that first shot will fall, bringing the Pirates within just 8. And second shot does fall. Q-Leon 2 for 2 there from the line. And Pirates inching ever closer to that score line of 35 right now. Housing, you could do a good job not traveling and getting the ball down the court and at least burning some clock. As if they're able to put together a few long possessions, it could be it for the Pirates right now in this game. Armstrong, not a long possession, but results in a couple points, extending that lead back to 9. Really good pass from Cooley to Armstrong, deep pass all the way cross court, and results in a nice, good move in the post.
Yeah, that was a tough layup. That was heavily contested.
Q-Leon goes for the Euro, but can't quite get it. It's still blocked by Sykes. And foul is called. That is going to be on Sykes. That'll be her second of the game. Not in any relative trouble as we're under 5 minutes left in this game. See if Bednar comes off the bench after 3 fouls and a technical. Most likely not. Hounds able to shut down this team in the post, using a really good use of the double team. As you see there, Armstrong and Sykes both fighting for that ball, resulting in the ball being knocked out of bounds and a big waste of time for the Pirates. Pirates need to have some shots fall is the only realistic opportunity here.
The shot
Q-Leon
is down to 13.
Q-Leon catching fire from 3. Looks like the most realistic opportunity as a block's called. And that's going to be again on Sykes, it looks like. She picks up 2 fouls in 1 possession. And a little bit of a more interesting situation here. She picks up her 3rd. Cooley also sitting with 3. She'll still stay in as there's only 4 minutes left, but possibly could be a little bit of trouble if the Hounds run out of big post players. Rasmussen with an open look. High arcing shot just short. Rasmussen still not able to get those first points of the game so far. And Q-Leon gets her 4th 3 of the game. She's up to 17 points. She scored 17 of the 31 for Rogers, being a big help, having over 50% of those points so far in this game. And she's going to be pretty much their only chance as they get within 6 points, their lowest deficit in quite a while. Foul is called before Cooey's layup is counted.
That was on Brantley. Which are 4 fouls.
The brains fall on the ground. Cooley has an opportunity from 3, just off the rim. Sykes fights for the ball, but eventually swings it out of bounds. And Rogers will have an opportunity, down by 6 here, a few possessions. And they definitely have time in the budget to get a few shots off here. See how the Hounds play this with time management, and if they can minimize the amount of opportunities the Pirates have to possibly get back in this game.
Yeah, Hounds up 6. That ball is tipped out of bounds, stays with the Pirates.
Yeah, interesting. It looked like a miscue almost there from the Pirates. Almost looked like a miscommunication between Peabody and Anderson, but it was tipped. So the Pirates, in what would have been a crucial miscue, still have the ball on their own corner. Shot from Ortiz is over. Hounds will have the ball. Opportunities become ever fewer for the Pirates here as the Hounds have it up by 6. Cooley puts up a floater. Hounds being very rushed here, really not taking full advantage of those 30 seconds that they have so far.
And Sykes is fouled on the rebounds. That one's on the floor. That foul is on Anderson.
Yeah, if Hounds are able to limit clock, I was going to say they'll be able to limit the opportunities the Pirates have, but if they're just straight up able to score, that works too, as Cooley gets the N1.
She's shooting 1.
Shot doesn't go. Pirates able to get the rebound.
Pirates down 8 with 3 minutes left.
Yeah, and the task becomes taller and taller here to get those quick points. Looking to shoot from behind the arc maybe. Peabody does just that and sinks a 3, kind of leaning to her right, off center shot, but she's able to put in a 3. That puts the Pirates within 5. Yet again, their lowest deficit.
Charge called on Cooley.
Yeah, Anderson able to take a really good charge there. It was set for a few seconds, and Cooley just ran right into her. She's able to take the charge and do a really good job of getting that ball back quickly. Hounds don't waste nearly any time. Still 2 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. And the Pirates are within a realistic 2 possessions here. Ball tipped out of bounds by Cooley. Ortiz taking the ball down the court, makes it past half. Clock ticks below 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Peabody looking to drive, instead takes a deep mid-ranger. Shot's no good, and Sykes able to come up with a crucial rebound. See if the Hounds are smart with their time and don't rush it. Seems to be going very quickly. Cooley puts up a quick shot without wasting much time, but she finally breaks the drought and is able to get one for 3 at the end of this game. That puts her total up to 13, having a really great game. And shot from Anderson, no good. This game completely turns the tide with that great shot from Cooley. She's finally able to get started again from beyond the arc. Really great to see from her. Pirates now in a full court press here. Cooley driving again. Looks to go all the way, instead dumps it off to Harris, who gives it back. Pass deflected out of bounds, and it's going to stay Hounds ball.
The Hounds should use all 17 seconds remaining of this shot clock to limit Pirates being able to cut deeper into this lead.
Yeah, Hounds now sitting at a comfortable 3-possession lead with only under 2 minutes to go, and a foul called. That'll be Sykes to the line again, her 3rd time to the line so far in this game.
Foul number 3, fourth person, 15 foul.
She looks in the lead by 10.
Sykes and Cooley both making really big impacts in this game, both sitting over 10 points.
First shot falls.
Sykes' total now goes up to 11.
Second one is short.
And ball is rebounded by Harris, and now the Hounds have a much more convincing 11-point lead coming into the tail end of this game. Secured quite a few points with that Cooley three and those free throws, and the rebound off of it secured 6 points really quickly and made this game much less of a competition so far in these final minutes here, as Sykes' shot is no good. Ball rolling around, a couple people scrounging around for it, but eventually is given to the Pirates, and now it's looking like the Hounds will most likely walk away with this game here, now up 11 on the Pirates.
Yeah, great team win for the Hounds, being able to find their spark offensively and be able to stop on defense.
Yeah, Hounds kind of blew this game open here at the end. Was pretty much a close game. Pirates got within 5, but are now up to an 11-point lead, which completely changes how this game is looked upon for this Hounds team. Done a really good job of finishing the game here.
As that ball was stolen by Sykes, who's been a key player in this game.
Clock ticks under a minute here. Hounds will now clearly try to manage clock as Ying clearly goes for a foul. And with both teams in bonus, that'll send Harris to the line. Down by 11, not really much reason to do that with under 45 seconds to go. But nonetheless, Harris will have free throws. First one doesn't fall. And second one does go. Hounds get up to 12 points on the Pirates. If this game stays how it is, Pirates will stay winless in league play, moving down to 0-4. Pretty hard to recover from in such a competitive league. 3 teams currently sitting at 2-1. Hounds will most likely move to 3-1, which will be a big help getting that leg up over Shadle Park and West Valley, who are all fighting for that second spot behind Clarkson, who seems to be the clear league favorite, sitting undefeated at 13-0. Yeah, Rogers having a tough climb back if they want to get back to even 500 in league play. But it's going to start with 0-4 in these first 4 league games.
Another foul called.
Yeah, a couple unnecessary fouls from the Pirates. Really no reason to be fouling down by 11. And looks like the Rogers coach also seems to be kind of disappointed with the late game fouling. It's not really necessary at this point, as the Hounds extend their lead to 12. And Cooley's able to sink both and get up to 15 points. Really great game for her. Really came on in the second half.
She had that clutch 3 to really seal the game.
Yeah, that really killed all momentum. Rogers felt like they might have had a chance getting back in this game, but that really ended it. Cooley's 3 is no good. Ball bouncing around among a couple of Pirates players. They'll take it up the court slowly, and this might be the last possession of the game for the Pirates. Peabody drives in, and she gets an and one.
Second person, Peabody the line, 2-1.
Hounds have now won 4 of their last 6. All of their wins for this season coming in these last 6 games. Getting on a bit of a roll here, especially coming into this league play. A lot of GSL 2A teams kind of struggling outside of league play. A lot of good teams on each of their schedule.
That will do it. Hounds won by 10, 48-38.
Hounds will secure that 3rd league victory after that tough loss against Clarkson, bouncing back and able to put together a good finish and beat the Rogers Pirates by 10. Final score, Pullman 48, Rogers 38. That's all for girls basketball from Hound Central.
Now we have a post-game show with Leon and Aaron.
Hello and welcome to your post-game tea time. Congratulations to the Hounds for winning 48-38 against the Rogers Pirates.
Yeah, really big game from River Sykes here today as her really big emergence here, 11 points. I know Angie Barber's been expecting this all year because she had a lot of potential going up into this game, and I think that really got reflected by the Hounds breaking that early press. I mean, that is what they've been struggling with all season, and it's just the result of that.
Absolutely. We talked about that in the pregame show, too, how they really needed to get above that press to score points. One person who did not disappoint yet again was Grace Cooley, who scored 15 points in this entire game. Anyway, we have a video, or a highlight video for you guys right here.
During the week, I make sure that all of the buttons work, go to the correct camera angle or replay, or put the right graphic on, as well as making sure all the videos that we've made throughout the week are on the system that we use to live stream, and we can put them out and they don't like glitch or anything like that.
So I run the replay, so I'm in charge at looking at all of the different camera angles and picking the best one and sending it to the director so he can queue up a replay which will be showed on the live stream.
During the game, I make sure that the correct scoreboard is up at the correct time. So if there's a timeout, I put on the timeout scoreboard. And if it's just regular time, it's just a generical scoreboard.
During the live stream, I publish content from the games.
During the live streams, I usually am the director, where I call out shots, tell the cameras when they're live sometimes. I press the buttons to change the angle, so every time an angle changes, a different camera is on screen. That's usually because I'm pressing a button.